Welcome to the kidsministry.blog podcast. Every episode, we share ideas, tips, and resources to help your children's ministry thrive.
Okay, so let's dive into this. We've all seen it, maybe even felt it ourselves, right? Trying to get something across or learn something new, and the focus just isn't there. Maybe someone's bouncing off the walls a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that example you mentioned earlier, Marcus, during Bible time.
Exactly. Making race car noises under the table. I mean, how do you even begin to channel that kind of energy into actual learning? It seems impossible.
Well, that's what's so fascinating about this deep dive.
Yeah.
We're looking at an article from Kids Ministry blog. It's called Bible Verse Relay Races. And it tells this amazing story.
Right, about how this one almost accidental idea completely flipped the script in a classroom.
Totally accidental. That's the key. Our mission today is really to unpack how letting kids move, letting them play, can actually be this incredibly powerful tool for making things stick.
So what was the moment? How did it happen?
It sounds almost ridiculously simple. The teacher, kind of in the middle of dealing with Marcus and his race car sounds, just suddenly said, "Marcus, run to that wall, touch it, run back and tell me the first word of our Bible verse."
Just like that.
Just like that. And apparently Marcus, who was totally checked out seconds before, just bolted, ran, touched the wall, ran back, totally out of breath, but grinning, and yelled, "Love!"
Wow. Okay. But the real kicker wasn't just Marcus.
No, that's the amazing part. Suddenly, every kid's hand shot up.
Mm-hmm.
Kids who normally sat quietly, kids who seemed disengaged, they all wanted to turn. It was like a spontaneous combustion of enthusiasm.
So it clearly worked in the moment, but why? What's the thinking behind it? Is it just about getting the wiggles out?
Well, that's part of it, but it goes deeper. The article really highlights this idea that for a lot of kids, movement isn't a distraction from learning. It's actually part of how they learn best. It's like their brains connect better when their bodies are involved. Educational psychology calls it embodied cognition.
Embodied cognition. Okay. So our bodies and minds are more connected in learning than we think.
Exactly. It's not just abstract information going in your ears. When you do something physical related to the information, it activates different parts of the brain, creates stronger pathways.
Mm-hmm.
It helps things, stick.
That makes a lot of sense. So movement is one piece. What else made this relay race idea so effective?
Well, another big factor was the fun team-based competition. It wasn't about individual pressure or testing. It was like teams working together.
Right. You mentioned Marcus went from being the disruptor to actually coaching his teammates.
Yeah. Cheering them on, helping them remember the next word. It completely shifted his role from problem kid to team leader. That positive competition, that shared goal, it's hugely motivating for kids.
And the repetition, memorizing verses can be such a drag, that drill and repeat thing.
Mm-hmm. But here, the repetition is built right into the fun. Each kid runs, says a word, the next kid runs, says the next word. It happens naturally as part of the game, not as a chore.
Plus, that physical action running, touching the wall, probably helps cement the words.
Definitely. That physical memory connection is powerful. Doing something active while learning links the concept to the action. It's much more effective for retention than just sitting still and reciting.
And it sounds like it drew everyone in, too.
Yeah, that's another key point. Even kids who might be shy or hesitant to speak up in a normal class setting felt comfortable participating because it was a team effort. No solo spotlight pressure.
So they developed variations on this basic idea, too, right?
Oh, yeah. The basic relay was the start, obviously.
Yeah.
But then they tried things like a word scramble relay.
How did that work?
Kids would race to grab individual words of the verse, bring them back, and the team had to physically unscramble them into the right order. The article said it led to these hilarious debates about grammar and word order. They were really thinking about the vice-verse structure, not just parroting.
That sounds way more engaging. Any others?
There was also an action verse relay. For that one, the kids made up physical motions for different parts of the verse. Run, say the phrase, do the action.
Oh, I bet they remembered those.
Totally.
Yeah.
Apparently, parents were texting the teacher saying their kids were doing the verse actions randomly at home later in the week. That's real retention. And they had one more, a memory building relay that helped kids who struggled. They'd start with one word, then two, then three, building up gradually so it wasn't overwhelming.
It seems so simple, but the impact sounds huge. What were the overall results they saw?
Transformative, really.
Yeah.
Kids actually started asking to do Bible verse relays. That's a win right there.
Definitely.
And parents noticed. Kids were teaching the verses to siblings, remembering them weeks later. It wasn't just in one ear and out the other. The fun and the movement made it stick.
And from the teacher's perspective, it channeled all that restless energy productively. Less time spent saying, sit still, be quiet.
Exactly. It fundamentally shifted the approach. Instead of trying to force kids to act like, miniature adults in chairs, it embraced how kids naturally learn through movement, through play, through interaction. It let them be kids.
So the big takeaway here, looking at this kids ministry dog piece, is that we might need to seriously rethink how we handle learning and energy, not just in Sunday school, but maybe everywhere.
I think so. This shows how powerful it can be to integrate movement, playfulness, maybe some lighthearted collaboration into the learning process. It taps into something fundamental.
It really makes you think.
Which leads to a final thought for you, our listener. Thinking about your own life, whether you're learning something new yourself or teaching or guiding others, where could you maybe integrate a bit more movement or playful competition or teamwork to unlock deeper understanding and make things truly stick? Something to consider.
Thanks for listening. To find more ideas, tips, and resources, go to kidsministry.blog. We'll see you next time.